time for a follow-up post. My first post on Dr. Mike, I said, how it sort of pierced the veil. You got to see, how things are really done. And then again, this week, I don't know if you saw the Politico.com exclusive about the young Republicans of New York and how they, at least some of them, love Hitler. Praise the Nazis, gas chambers. What else did they say? Oh, what did they say? Well, all kinds of stuff. Okay, and now they're disbanded, right? Because they were grossly mismanaged and foul language made it in the group. Oh, wow. So they had to, disband it, right? So you see, it's okay if you're a Nazi. Just don't say you're a Nazi. And this sort of just exposes what, has been under the covers that you didn't know. Maybe you knew, maybe you didn't. But it's something I've been posting about, for quite some time, is, how things have really changed. Okay. Another example, when I went to school as a young person in grammar school, I was pretty young. This is the early 1970s. And there was one kid who was a Nazi, or at least we thought he was. He acted like one, dressed like one. Of course, had a briefcase and stuff. He was different. He was a different kid. And so what the other kids did was they tortured and killed his dog, and they had to move. Of course, it was pretty violent. I don't know who did it. But the kids, sort of just joked about it and stuff. Okay. And about the don't ask, don't tell, right, in the military? Yeah, it's okay to be gay. Just don't tell anybody because it will cause problems. And is Israel gay? I mean, if I saw that video he just did with those guys, I would have thought the guy with the little landing strip on top was his boyfriend or whatever. I don't care. I'm in San Francisco after all. But, it could be whatever he wants. But if he was, of course, he would never tell you. Of course not. Right. So, the point I'm trying to make, building on the video I just did about my crack house, was there are, especially the government, this is the elephant in the room, is they, of course, they participate in destroying people that they don't like. And they build up people that they like. This has been going on for a long time, including artists like Jackson Pollock, when the U.S. wanted, to have modern art and all that stuff. That was all CIA stuff, Because they wanted the U.S. To be like progressive and all these people coming in, but it was fake. It was made up. And they do that everywhere. People that think, well, Israel's doomed because he, has been proven his dissertation was bad. Look at what happened to Facebook. They almost what they did in the election and all they got caught and all this stuff. And what happened to them? No, nothing. Because if you're important to the government, then you're fine. And so I don't know if you noticed. I can't get health care here in San Francisco. I can't. Really do anything because I'm not a member of the party. Everybody else is a member of the party. Anyway, that's successful. They have to be. It's generally called fascism, but again, it's something new, and it's not what people want to know. But it's there. So it's important to know because, especially if you want health care or you want to succeed in business or whatever, you have to know that this is actually going on. Especially your health care. Because if you're not in the in-group and you go to a doctor, they're not wearing armbands at you better know if your doctor is, which side your doctor is on, because all I see is doctors, really making people sick. And it seems intentional to me. I've seen what they've done to me. I had to run away from doctors when I was a kid because it was just really tragic what they were doing to me. And so I had to run away. I became an emancipated minor and hit the streets of San Francisco as a little kid. I had started over when I was 5. I had brain damage. I mean, I was totally messed up. Basket case at 5. No memory. I lost my whole childhood. So I ended up on the streets of San Francisco basically as an 11-year-old and had to survive. Okay. And I did. But I had to stay away from doctors. And I did go back a few times to test them. I've even posted about it. Yeah. I will never get health care, just as my mother, her mother, anybody else in my family. Just never will. Just will not happen. Okay. And it's important to know that because if you don't, you are really going to suffer. Anyway, it's good to know history. And yeah, Israel's, he's not going anywhere. He's part of the government has a incentive, for people like him because we're headed to war, right? So he's getting the young guys ready for battle and war. And yes, I don't think that's a good idea, but that's what they want. Okay. And I can't say anything, right? It's what you guys want and it's where you're going. And well, good luck again.